Okay, I've shown you the introduction to this device, and now we shall continue with part 1.
Part 1. The bird. The drinking bird. The experiments you've always wanted to do on this device. This device requires a differential of approximately 0.35 of a degree differential between the top and bottom spheres. This is all that is required to activate the drinking bird. Though this is minimally and slowly in its action, this is the minimum. And actually I've moved it up just a notch or two, a couple of 0.02 on that. Now, as you can see, the smaller sphere is on the top, the larger sphere is on the bottom. In the center, we see the pivot point, and we see that it can be moved up or down. Next, I will describe the areas of this device. The area I'm showing right now, this area acts as a closed system from the rest of the other parts at this point. We shall call this area number 1. And this area shall not include the restricted by the liquid in a different closed system part within the center tube. Next, we shall look at the area that acts as another completely separate closed system from the other parts, area number 2. This includes everything except that which is included in area number 1. And in closing and discussion of the areas, we look at area number 3. This area acts as a separate closed system from the other parts and includes all parts that have liquid in them. Now, looking at the start cycle active, we see that the level in the center rises, the center tube, and the level in the bottom sphere drops. Area 3 acts as a valve to open and close the system from acting as one single enclosed system and 3 separate enclosed but separate systems. Now, this gives you a great deal of knowledge of how this works. Logically, we can guess the bird will function minimally if we can lower the top sphere 0.18 of a degree from ambient temperature, and we can raise the bottom sphere 0.18 of a degree from ambient temperature for a total of 0.36 of a differential of a degree between the two parts, being the top and bottom sphere. Now, the substance in this is methylene chloride, CH2Cl2. Note, in the areas that look like they are filled with air, they are not. They're actually filled with a methylene chloride, CH2Cl2, vapor or gas. The air is removed to a near vacuum, leaving the remaining methylene chloride gas as vapor present. Now I'll stop here for part 1, and then we'll go on to part 2 explaining the cycle and function. End of part 1.